All right, it's time. It's time to give the New York Knicks some flowers. The Knicks have been balling this year, and I think we should celebrate that. Now, some questions and answers before I even begin. Are we technically celebrating mediocrity? Maybe. Are the Knicks a real title threat? Absolutely not. But have they been playing championship-style basketball? I'd argue yes. This scrappy bunch have been punching above their weight class all season. When you think of the true superstars in the league, the top 10 players, the Knicks don't have one. Even the upper echelon players, those like 10 through 30, you can probably hit like 20 to 25 names before you get to Randle or Brunson. So they don't have those top end players that can help close out tight games, those ceiling raiser guys. But those two and a committee of solid role players have been playing very high level basketball. The scoring ability, the consistent work ethic and hustle. They're 16th in defensive rating, but they're fractions of a point away from 11th. Now there's a bunch of layers to this recent success for the Knicks, but we're gonna start at the coach. Now I'm the farthest thing from a Tom Thibodeau supporter. I think he burns the treads of his players way too often, where they suffer from burnout at the end of the season, and it's happened almost every single year he's been a head coach. But the results of the work ethic that he pushes are really shining through right now. One thing we can say about a Thibs-led team is that those players develop championship habits. And to his credit, he's also leaned away from his own typical habits. Things like relying on his past players, guys like Taj Gibson and Derrick Rose. Shortening his rotation to lean into those young 20-year-olds is helping their growth, and it's paying dividends. Will it end the way we've seen so many Thibs seasons end? Tired teams burning out in ugly fashion in the playoffs? More than likely, but this success is something to build on. Last year, we watched Julius Randle burn in the spotlight, completely faltering after a career year, beefing with the fans, getting booed at home, and not being able to get them back on his side by just continuing to play poorly. The fans and the media cannibalized him. His response wasn't the best either, it just compounded the issues. Part of his poor play wasn't really his fault. With no real point guard and a very young roster, he was tasked with way too much responsibility. The addition of Brunson and Randle's relentless work ethic helped for a true bounce-back season. JB has taken a huge load away from Randle. All those ball-handling responsibilities have been slashed, and he was able to play more to his strengths, just simplify his game a bit. Then you have Brunson, who turned what many, myself included, believed to be a bad contract into the best bargain deal in the entire NBA. His hyper-efficient offense flourished, posting career highs from 3 points and assists. His footwork is magical in the paint. His playmaking and scoring ability have been a driving force for this team. But alongside his addition, the massive improvement from Emmanuel Quickley has been instrumental in this Knicks turnaround. Last season, IQ was bugging out with his decision-making, his shot selection, and his reckless play. But he turned that high motor into one of the best bench scoring threats in the league, while also playing some seriously pesky and quick-handed defense. The additions of Hartenstein and Hart have been impactful for their rotation as well, filling in niche roles and playing with solid energy. Shout out to Leon Rose, not letting the media tarnish his weird decisions and paying off. All this to say, what the Knicks have done this season has earned my respect. At the end of the 2022 season, they could have gone one of two ways. The likely route, continue the freefall from that abysmal year. Randle could have leaned into the villain role until he inevitably got traded. Brunson could have continued to be a solid player as the Knicks hovered around 500. The fans grow frustrated, start daydreaming about what could have been if they landed Donovan Mitchell. Instead, the Knicks went the other way. Randle became his all-NBA version. Brunson took a massive step forward to become one of the biggest all-star snubs in recent memory. Their young role players grew under that Thibs work ethic, and the city's been hyped because of it. Now they're fighting for potential home court in a stacked Eastern Conference. If they get that 4 or 5 seed, I could see the Knickerbockers really making hell for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let me know your thoughts though. Have the Knicks defied your expectations so far? Do you have them being a potential upset in the postseason, or will they fall flat after what seems to have been a promising season? Put your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.